today we're going to make a pretty simple little winter candle holder with a wintry scene. So in your kit, if you pick one up from the library, you'll have a little glass container, might be a different shape. If you're doing it at home, you could use an old jar, like a salsa jar or something like that, short and wide. And a tea light. You can use a regular tea light, or you can use a little electric tea light if you want to be a little safer. And then there's some paper in there, so there's some plain black paper and some wintry scrapbook paper, which you can get at any sort of craft store. And then you'll also need paintbrushes. These sponge ones work really good. If you have a regular sponge, you can use that too. Scissors, a pencil, and then some white paint and some white glue. So I'm using Mod Podge, and this is the paint I'm using. It's acrylic paint. Any acrylic paint will work great. So the first thing you're going to do is you're just going to use some of the white paint and spread it out on the outside of your glass. So just dip your paintbrush or your sponge, and you're just going to kind of dab it all over the outside of the glass. And leave a little bit of space so that the light from the candle can shine through. Just kind of splotch it on there. It doesn't have to be perfect. And do it all around the outside. And then you can set that aside to dry. And the next part will be the winter scene. So if you want it to be a silhouette, you'll use the black paper. If you want, you can use these as well. So for these, just cut whatever you want to be on the outside of your candle. Cut around the trees, the little cabin. You can pick out parts of this paper if you want to include in your winter scene, and just decide how you want to lay it out on your candle. So you can do it that way. Or if you want the silhouette effect, you've got your black paper, and you'll just draw a little township scene. So just start on one end, hold the paper horizontally, and near the bottom I'm just going to kind of start out drawing. So I'm going to draw a little church. It's like a little outline, and then you can cut shapes for windows as well to let the light shine through. So I'm going to add some little shapes for windows. And I like to kind of make the ground a little uneven. And then I'll do a little house. Maybe add a chimney on there. Some more windows. Maybe a street lamp. I'm not really sure how to draw a street lamp, but I'm gonna just kind of make a shape on a stick. And then I'll do a little square to cut out for light there. I might do some trees. Can do them different heights. Don't make them too tall, or it might be taller than your glassware. I'm going to do another little building. Okay, and then you're just going to cut it out. That part takes probably the longest. So cut out just the outline so far, and then the tricky part is cutting all these little areas out. So if you have an X-Acto knife, you can do that. Otherwise, one trick for these windows is if you kind of fold it in half, then you can kind of cut where the window is, and pull the little piece out. So that can be an easier way if you just have scissors to do it. Actually, if you do it the other way with the pencil showing, it's even easier to do. So get all your little shapes cut out and do this one. If you have an X-Acto knife, you can set it on a piece of cardboard so that you don't mess up your surface that you're working on. It's always a good idea to be careful with that. Little details are tricky. There you go. So then you can make all your little holes as you go cut them out. Okay, so once you've gotten all these little pieces cut out, you're ready to glue it on. So this is the silhouette one, or if you just want to use the scrapbook paper one, kind of looks like this. So you'll put some glue on the back. If you're using the black silhouette one, do it on the side that has your pencil marks on it. And you'll just take some of the liquid glue and spread it along the back. I'm actually gonna trim the bottom of this because I think it's a little too wide. There, that's better. And add your glue and just spread it out all over it. Okay, once you've got all the glue on there, just take your jar and you're just gonna set this on there, and you might have to put it lower and then trim the bottom just so that it fits on there nicely, and just press it on and rotate it around. So I'll just trim this excess off here. Like that. And then you can just put another coat of the glue over the top to seal it. So just spread a thin layer and it should dry clear. You do the exact same thing if you use the scrapbook paper. If you have a little gap like I do here, you can cut out another building out of the black paper and add it if you want to, or you can just leave it, whatever you want it to look like. And then you'll just let that dry, and when it's all dry, you can pop your tea light into the jar and light it, and you'll have a cute little silhouette luminary you can put on your mantle or give as a gift for the holidays.